This is a cautionary tale to be extra careful in your home if you think it's haunted. So Jesse and his girlfriend move into this home. It's about 200 years old, and everybody says that it's haunted. They're only 16 years old at the time, but his parents had gotten them this house, and so they were living together in this house at 16 years old. He said that it felt a bit off when he first moved in, and that the previous owners had told him that suddenly the house became haunted after being fine for a long time. After about 4 months, this got so bad that the previous owners just had to move out. Now, this house was surrounded by forest, so there was bears, moose, wolves there, but Jesse loved this because he loved nature. He said that the neighbors were also really nice. Some of the neighbors were in like their mid-20s, and they would talk to them and they would tell them that the house used to be this really cute house, and it suddenly just turned into like this really dark place. It was loud too. Now, Jesse and his girlfriend did not believe in ghosts, and so the house was in good shape. It was large, it was cheap, and so they weren't about to not move in just because people were saying it was haunted. So they move in, and the first night that they're there, Jesse wakes up and he feels like he's being watched, and then he starts hearing this creak, 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 like these loud creaking footsteps, and then he starts hearing like breathing. Now Jesse's kind of just frozen because he's scared at this point. He's like, what the hell is this noise? What is going on right now? When suddenly he looks up, and the door that was closed prior to his bedroom is now open, and there is a shadow of a man standing in the doorway. So he decides that he's going to jump up and go walk over towards this thing. But as soon as he does, this thing starts running down the hallway, and he can hear it running down the hallway, and he is paralyzed in fear as soon as it starts running. The running faded, then stopped, and a loud bang shook the house. The next thing you know, he is on the ground and it is daytime. And at first he just thinks that this is a dream at first, until his girlfriend asked him, why did you come in my room last night and just pace around and breathe real heavy? And he was like, that wasn't me. I was not in your room. And apparently whatever there was in her room, she said, hey, are you okay? Thinking that it was Jesse, and the thing just darted out of the room. Now things only got worse from here. They would hear footsteps inside the walls. They would hear a man talking inside the wall. They would see shadows, cabinets, refrigerators, and doors would just be left open. Food would go missing. The kitchen would be a mess. Knives would go missing, and then they would find them in their room. Now at this point, he is a believer in the paranormal because he is absolutely terrified. So he has a priest come bless the house. Only thing is that after the priest blessed the house, things did not get better. One day, Jesse is downstairs just chilling when suddenly he hears his dog barking and growling, and then he hears a big thud. So he runs upstairs to see what's going on, and his dog is just standing there barking ferociously at the wall. And he starts to hear it again, those footsteps in the wall. And then he notices that there's a piece of the wall, like a chunk of the wall is missing. So he moves it, and he notices that there's a door behind this. So he quietly opens it up. Suddenly the footsteps just stopped. There was this dim light, and then to his horror, he witnessed something that he did not expect. He noticed a mattress, a blanket, a pillow, some trash, and a bunch of half-eaten food, and the missing knives. And then he notices a man crouching in the corner with one of them. So Jesse just starts yelling at this dude, and he said that as soon as he started doing this, the man stood up and he just started yelling, and he was acting deranged. There was something wrong with him. The man said, listen here, little boy, this is my goddamn house and you will leave here right now. And then the dude just runs at him and is in the struggle. The guy drops the shiny object. Dog is helping in all of this. They start going at it. Then Jesse just notices, spur of the moment, that laying on the ground is one of those things, you hit nails with it. Yeah, so he picks that thing up and the guy lights out. The police were called, and what the police told them was absolutely terrifying. Basically, he was not well, and he was planning on having them not be here anymore. He was planning on taking their... He kept mumbling about how they were invaders and the plague. Jesse was just thankful that him and his girlfriend were okay, but he wanted me to tell this story as a reminder that sometimes people are scarier than the paranormal, and to keep your guard up. Now, I know I do not normally tell stories like this. I am strictly normally paranormal, but I thought that this would be an interesting story to tell because it's a real life thing that happens to people. I mean, I've never gotten a story like this sent to me, but I hear, I watch Mr. Nightmare all the time, and he tells stories like that all the time. It happens more often than you think. So definitely keep your doors locked. Make sure that if something is happening in your home, you are inspecting it and making sure that it's paranormal and that it's not a human, because sometimes it is the case and it feels paranormal, right? But this is a good reminder of that, right? But as usual, I tell paranormal stories normally, but I just thought I'd throw that in here. If you guys want me to tell more stories like this, let me know, drop it in the comments. But if you'd like me to keep it strictly paranormal, I can also do that too. I will definitely be telling more paranormal than these types of stories if you guys want me to tell them. But if you want me to sprinkle these in every once in a while, let me know. And with that being said, I'm not going to do my favorite part, which is the shout outs. Garfields.toe. You sent me the nicest message ever. Thank you so much. When I get messages like that, it seriously makes my whole day. Sometimes I'll go through my inbox and I'll just be like, I'm the luckiest person in the world. And it was messages like yours that genuinely, like if I'm having a rough day or if I'm just in a bad mood and I open that up and I look at it and I just feel I'm filled with gratitude because I'm so lucky to have people like you in my corner. Thank you so much for sending me that message. It meant truly everything to me. I meant what I said. It made my night. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching me every day. And thank you for just everything. I can't thank you enough. And I hope you know that how much I appreciate you just as an individual. I love you, girl. Natasha Wellen 420. You are so cute. I see you commenting underneath other people's comments and you'll just say nice things about me. Like you said, I was your favorite. And I love that so much. Thank you so much for doing that. That means a lot to me. When people reply to other people's comments for me when I can't get to them in time, or when you guys just like say nice things about me in the comments to new people who are here, it really does make me feel so good because it just reminds me of what an amazing community I have. So thank you so much for doing that. To everybody who does that, I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate you supporting me, watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting. I'm so lucky, and I hope you know how much as an individual I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you so much to both of you for being spooky babies. And my name is Kajsa, and I tell you your paranormal experiences, well, today wasn't paranormal, but normally paranormal experiences, and one that you recommend to me every single night. So if you're into that, hit that follow button. And I just need you to do 3 things for me. What are those? Keep sending me your scary stories. Have a safe night. And what's the third one? Say it with me. Have a spooky night. Love you so much, my spooky babies. I'll see you in the next one. Spooky kisses and haunted hugs.